back, you know. We're gonna be doing some melee assassin stuff, even though it's hardly a melee build, but still kinda considered it. What the hell? Okay. So what I'm gonna do is get the volumes a bit lower, because I know it's been killing me sometimes because it can be really fucking loud. And I kind of wanted to do some big progress today, because I haven't killed Samael on this build, I haven't killed Deimos on this build. that took a while. So I want to at least try both of them. I have been prepping for some. Not saying I'm gonna do it because it's really difficult though. So we're gonna be at least trying a little bit. Also, I just wanted to swap this out because we're so close to getting up an extra level, which is gonna be at 147. We gain 4% extra damage reduction, which should be gigantic. And then I want to make some jewels, because currently we are just using Maul runes, which is fine. It's completely fine. But technically, I could be making all stat percent vitality jewels, since we need as much vitality as we can, because we're using Black Eyes, which has vitality as the damage scaling ability. Let me turn this on. Okay, I don't think it's that much better. I think it's whatever. I just wanted to have the overhead light to be on as well, because it's a bit better overall. So yeah, we're gonna be doing that. I also noticed after blowing all this expensive UMOs on this that it's only +1 max ID res instead of +2, which not the happiest about, to be honest. Like, it's kind of sad, but at least it's a max roll when it comes to assassin skill, which is, you know, it's something. And I'm hoping to find a better jewel instead, a better ring instead of this. It's alright, but it could be better. I'm also hoping to get something. It's really hard to replace this thing though, like, it's really fucking good. What else? The thing is, I don't really have a lot of progression. Like, I could technically get like an entire different set, which is just purely angelic items, but I don't want to do that. Like, just having this set already for like pre-buffing for big fights and higher tier labs, it's already annoying enough. Like, I don't like it. And dying with this, like getting all the gear swap, getting the buff, walking back, it's already annoying enough, but dying, that just makes me wanna fucking you know, I don't wanna deal with that shit at all, but you kinda have to. Like, if we are pushing it this much, I might as well. So yeah, I'm just gonna do some warm-up stuff. Like I'm gonna need quite a bit of arcane crystals. Also, the build is very much piano-y. Like, every 3 seconds or something I have to weapon swap, cast broadside, and then weapon swap back. Why am I walking like that? Okay. And then depending if we're talking single target or large group of enemies, we also have to do different abilities, while also doing weapon swaps for broadside and then keeping up. It's just this build. Oh my god, this build is a lot to keep up actually. Like, it's when I was looking at videos of this build, I did not notice how much work this is gonna take. And I'm like, man, was bamboozled, honestly. Like the damage is good, but I feel like Necro is way easy when it comes to the amount of damage and tankiness you can have. Even though I have 21,000 HP, I still don't feel that tanky. I don't know what's up with that, but I'm just like, I feel like I'm dying way too easily with this much HP, and I don't like the fact that I'm doing that. Maybe if I had a semi-old weapon swap, the staff which gives you Vindicate, we could, you know, I would feel a bit better about my HP situation and my recovery and whatnot. Because I've heard that they've nerfed life on striking. Don't know to what extent exactly. Like I'm not. First of all, I don't remember that, so you know, it really shows how prepared I am on all of this shit. But also, I'm just like why? We're getting a lot of druids instantly, by the way. That's awesome. So I would like if we had longer duration buffs, for example. Just tiny bit longer. Even though I'm already using the mastery, which gives me 50% increased duration on buffs. On effects in general, I think it's how it's worded, but like still feels not that much. And then I also want to push lab a little bit further, because that's where the XP is. Right now I'm barely getting any XP from doing this. It's kind of a shame. So we either do lab or we do higher tier Dunkrig, which I mean I guess I kind of need to do as well, just because of the new ring crafting options. There are some pretty good ones, but you know I have to find those, which is not super likely. Like I don't think I've seen a single one of those which I actually need. They're kinda rare, and the dungeon is kinda difficult. So I'm not super hyped about doing that. What? Okay, I'm what the fuck? That's pretty good, I take that. Holy shit. Damn, okay. Yeah, I really just needed to turn the stream on, honestly, to get some good drops. Holy fuck, dude, that's... I was really thinking on what should I make my next build be. It's either a how should my voice, dude? Holy fuck. It's either gonna be a melee necro, a melee Sork, or a bow Amazon. And with that, I'm kinda gravitating a bit towards the boson. I'm kinda thinking I'm being a little bozo. Because for the most part, I've played builds in this season which have okay clear speed, but dude, what? Okay, yeah, the streamer client thing, that's 100% real, by the way. Just turn your stream on, do whatever, and you're gonna get some drops. Wow, those back to back, that's fucking crazy. So anyway, what I wanted to say before I got absolutely derailed is that the builds I've played have okay clear, but they're mostly really good at bossing. I kinda wanna do one which just, you know, farms. Like I don't really have to think about it. I just go. And it's... even though if I wanna just clear with this, I can't really completely brain off, because then that way I'm gonna be far away from what this build can do. Even though I'm doing like Patriot Sentry, which is very much unorthodox for this build, I would say. Dude, just swap weapons. Holy fuck! I don't know what's up with that. Wait. Okay. Sometimes weapon swapping takes a lot of time, and I don't know why that is. Like, it could be that I'm getting hit a lot, but I feel like it's... I don't want to believe that personally. I wanna blame the game as much as I can, but you know, there's limits to that stuff. Also, I have to do Void Trophy as well, which is like, oh my god. I don't want to do Void Trophy, but I kind of have to. Because it's like +2 +Ks and on broadside it's really good. Like that's just straight up duration and more damage technically. Like, you know, I'm also kind of struggling for damage on like Samael and stuff. And I would just be much happier if I didn't struggle, you know. I've tried it a couple times today, and it's just really annoying. But I think that's mostly for the reason that the fight is ass in general, and not because this build is bad at it. This build is quite good at it actually. Like you have very controlled damage as long as you are in the face of an Arius. And the moment you step outside, maybe you have to deal with the ice spheres he creates, then your broadside kind of one-tap Lilith pretty much, which is less than ideal. Oh wait, why am I on the... accidentally fucked up my weapon swap? Oops. Like it's a bit much keeping this build together, to be honest. I'm also considering wow, okay. Damn. Looks interesting. I don't know if claw builds even use that kind of thing, or they just go for some sacred uniques or crafted options. But that just looks good, you know. Like almost max. I think max is 100%. That just looks good. I was thinking of getting the Summon Necro together, maybe. But the problem is that I have most of the gear required. I would also need to make jewels for pretty much every single socket, and it cannot just be any jewels, it needs to be like very good rolled minion damage jewels. Because it really makes a difference whether you have an extra 100-150% minion damage from just whatever jewels to really good jewels. So that's kind of the other thing of it, is that I would have to get a shit ton of arcane crystals, which I also kind of need for this build too. So like, like I don't mind that part of getting gear when you actually have to get the gear pieces, like the individual items. Getting the like hundreds and hundreds of arcane crystals is kind of like a no. Can I not do that? Did we even get any? I think we get to 1 and a... We got 1.8, I think it's still so far. In like 20 minutes. Okay. Oh, 2. Now we're at 2. I don't think I want to full clear. I'm just gonna visit this guy. Maybe we get a boss summon. Maybe the reality piercer. That would be nice. Wait, why is my low duration? Star and the Lottery and the llama. Ooh, what the fuck? What? Does this run up to? Does this run up to 200? No, that's a flat. That's a flat 150, and it's 17. That's kind of bad, but still. Better odd one is still very good too. Just, I mean, I also had caster storms on in mind for some time. I don't know when. I don't know when I'm gonna do that. But that's a very good start for that. I could also technically find an SU upgrade avatar, and I could technically just make my own SSU items on demand, pretty much. I just need to be incredibly lucky with that to actually find one. And let's loop. Mana. 2 mana striking and it's F. Oh. That's epic. Okay. So what should we find? We have definitely found some stuff already. There it is. I don't have this many spaces. I have to dump for my mule already. Make another game. I didn't want to do this all stream, but I'm like, don't have options. I'm just completely full. Okay, so I think I have some life on striking rings, which I don't need. Look at this dude, for example. I'm just connecting all of them just in case I get a good one, which is actually useful for this build, because I need one which has like 3 life on striking. With some actually useful stats like cold pen and all skills and whatnot. But it's like, yeah, like that's ever gonna happen. Darkling set, found this good spear, I have this berserker. Sakharum set piece. Griffin's Eye, another one, just out of nowhere. Okay, items. Yeah, I also got a Lunar Eclipse, which is the first one for me this season. Look at this corruption. 10% spell damage and an almost perfect one. Double fire spell focus life striking, life on melee attack. Incredible. Not sure if anybody uses that, but still. big. And that's roughly it. Yeah, I've also been stockpiling some of the items I found. I wanna try out Psy Assassin, just if we ever get there. Not sure if we're gonna, but still. So, I'm keeping that to myself. Okay, I think that's all. I've dropped so many items, so it's like most of them being rare that the Nullifier has a very hard time picking up on all of that. Okay, nice. Okay, I'm gonna show what I'm doing in a sec. Just doing some stuff. I'm gonna do it at 9. Oh, that's not that much. It's not that much. And I still need them for the rift stones as well. Oh my god. Okay, so it sounds a bit too loud. Sorry about that. Give me a sec. Is it good or is that still loud? Because it's like, okay, let me. Yeah, this should be better. Sorry about the music jump scare. Do I have tier 4 stops? I think that's where I left off. I had some tier 4 stops left. I have a bunch of trash. Whatever, I will organize the rest later. So where were we? Tier 4, right? Yep. Hopefully we're gonna level up from this. I mean, if we don't, it's kind of cringe. Should have grabbed the XP shrine. Patriot Sentry is kind of actually good. Like, I'm really glad I found that, because if I had to use Barrier Strike, oh my god, I might not have made it this far. Like, I might have quit way earlier. Probably. I just don't like Barrier Strike, man. Like, we can give it a shot on how it looks in clearing, but like. Oh, XP shrine, see? I think I still need to be a little faster with the weapon swaps. Enemies are dying kind of fast still. Although that could just be that this is still somewhat easy. Like, this is not that. This is kind of working. That's what I dislike the most. That it's kind of not that slow, actually. guess I was I just handicapping myself for this whole time? Okay. Although I'm not sure if... But... wait. I think I actually need it for my build. It's 1% all stats. Although that's 110, so I can't use it on like any of my items, pretty much. Fuck, Barrier Strike might be the way, might be the play for group clean, actually. Shit. Okay, now I look like a bit of an idiot, to be honest. See, there's the big extra 4% damage reduction I was talking about. Also, it's kind of faster since Barrier Strike is an attack. I think it's not like Patriot Sentry, which relies on cast speed, but rather attack speed. We can technically even be faster with that. I still haven't changed mouse since I last mentioned this issue that it randomly jumps around on the screen. I'm not 100% sure what causes it. Like, it could just be the fact that it's on Bluetooth, so it's not that reliable with the signal. But it's also really annoying when I can randomly just jump like 2 screens across, since I have 2 monitors, and it could just jump across the screen, and while I'm spamming left click, it jumps to the corner where the big X is, which closes the browser, and it's like insta quits. I'm like, oh, fuck you too then. So no 5-star so far. Sustaining lab stalls is it's just not good. Okay, 1% alive. Great. So that was like what, 90 life, and that was like 30 from 5 flat vitality. But it gets turned into like way more than that. Okay. I'm seeing a necromancer. Is there something else? Oh, don't think so. So this is only tier 4, like I should be able to crush this pretty much with no issues. Alright, okay, that single target. Ooh. Crazy. Okay, that is still... Okay, is that even gonna lead anywhere? Because I don't think so. Yep, it's pretty much a dead end. Imagine getting one from one of these like leftovers. I mean, it could totally happen, but like... If we didn't get it from this however many hundreds of mobs, it's not very likely it's gonna happen from like the leftover like 2-3. That's what I just love about lab, dude. You don't even know whether you're gonna be able to go to the next difficulty. Okay, new one. Also, I might actually have to stick with barrier strike because it's just like not bad. The amount of garbage that I also picked up is insane. Okay, so this last try that we do. Okay, one step closer to having bis coloration. What? When the fuck did this get changed? Did I change? Did I do that? Huh? I have my skill bar set up in a way that if I weapon swap, I can only do broadside because that's the that's the secret tech of this build. Not really secret, just you know, that's how it works. But also that my main is set up in a way that I can make sure when I can use backstab again, because it's like the buff that gives us gigantic single target damage. Thank God. And if that's not up, we are doing something bad. Stop. Another one, another goat. Oh my God, the lag. It's going back like 20-30 frames easily. Some big damage. It really shows that my high resist is incredibly bad. Like that 85 is very dangerous here, especially in gonna be even worse in later labs. Oh, this piece is nice. Just was thinking about that. Even though that's the piece that I have like 10 extra copies of because it's a really common base for some reason, I don't know why. Even though the rest of them should also be high level 120. I feel like I have to walk in way too much in these lower tier labs. Like I have to pay attention way too much on dealing optimal damage with this build. Nice, dude, we are getting showered in actually good and useful ones, which is crazy. I should also be high enough level to 2 we're changing to Psionic Assassin should actually be kind of worth it, since we can get to the big cognition numbers. But we'll see. I just need to get the shield and the relic maybe, but that still could be expensive. I wouldn't necessarily say it's build enabling relic, but it's still a pretty big part of that damage. Let me get back to where is that? Yes. Let me get back to this just a little bit. How it feels. I feel so indecisive because of this, but like groups are also kind of dying with a decent like quick speed here. Although with this much stuff, you know. This much investment into the build, I would hope that they die fast no matter what I do. But at least we also got a key upgrade, so it's something I can just erase off my mind, and I don't have to worry about that. For now, for this one, but for the next one it comes back once again. Go next. Dog shit, I feel like I can just... Let me corrupt it first and then we'll see. Also running out of corrupted crystals. See? Sick. Maybe at level 200 I could have used it, but I feel like I'm not gonna wait for that much. Which one am I? Okay, so what is it? There it is. We need to spend this now a lot to get more XP. Because from tier 4 labs we are not getting anything right now. Like I did 2 full clears and I got like less than 1% most likely. Anything that you can see on the XP bar is from this one, pretty much. I don't know how much I wanna suffer with this build, honestly. Because like it feels like it's getting worse somehow. I don't know how that's possible. But like I don't know, man. There's a barb here. Make sure we don't get one-shotted. Holy shit, dude. And only a key. No fragments, no shards, no whatever, just the key and that's it. I tried a tier 8 one today. And I got absolutely destroyed by a barbarian. absolutely no chance. Like, the clear was actually kind of okay, which is surprising to me, but even with 21k HP, even with 65 damage avoidance, I was out. And that's just the good things about the game. You can still get shit on. Like, some mobs just some of those bosses are just like that. My buffs for now. No wonder I was not dealing damage. Okay, maybe that's like a 10% overall damage increase, maybe 15. Although I pretty much wanted. I mean, I pretty much got what I wanted for Samael, so we could just jump into that technically. I have, I think, 2 attempts worth of crystals. Maybe if I combine everything in here, this could be a 3rd one. So that's gonna be exciting. I mean, I got a decent amount of attempts which were pretty close. But the problem is I don't have good enough consistent damage. And if I just die once, it's pretty much over. Especially if I wanna get the upgrade. It's pretty much full clear. And we got like 6% XP from this one. That would take kind of quite a while. I mean, the only thing this ring has is the life and mana striking, and that's it. I really need to upgrade this into one of those incredibly good rings, which have a bunch of IED, demon damage, minus cold res, stuff like that. Ooh, bright white eye. Yo, that's regular. Whatever, still works. Also, we have this. I've been putting this away. Just, I don't know what I was waiting exactly. We can just see how much we can get out of 3 crystals. First of all, let me just un-ID it technically, because this is how it drops. That it already has a revealable craft. Let's see what we get first. Cold spell damage. Not the best start. Just in case. Okay, minus cold res with cold pen. Wait, actually, this could already be an upgrade. Okay, next. Hit recovery. Am I gonna use this now? Okay, this is the first one. it's already close to being bricked. How much pen do I have with this? 191. That would be kind of good. I think that would be kind of good. So with this, I have 180, and I have this for 186, which I think is pretty much as much as I can get right now. Or I could try this, but then again I'm not getting closer to the 199 pen that I need. I'm saving this for later, just in case. So we're gonna go through the absolutely not tedious process of preparing for this fight. Just gonna make sure we have at least like 2 apples, just in case I die once. We're gonna buy a metric ton of... Okay, we're not even gonna buy them, just... I don't wanna waste money on that. Let's waste money on this. Yeah, 40 attempts to make like at least 1 or 2 good jewels. I would be happy with that if I could just make something that's decent. Like this. I have a really good one here somewhere. Yeah, the Shadow Stone. Attack rating, percent vitality, and flat attributes of Cauldrons. That's huge. I'm also gonna upgrade them with the Oils of Luck. So what I'm looking for is at least 1% vitality and attributes. I mean, not attributes, attack rating. That would already be an upgrade in most cases. It's just really ass to get that. Like if that wasn't percent strength, it would be really good, but it is. And it's just an extremely exciting thing of rolling a metric ton of jewels. Okay, 14 flat vitality, is that actually... No way, that's actually better than 3%, right? Check. Because if it is... Okay, we have 56.99. And we go to 56.88, but we gain like 4k attack rating. Okay, I think that's actually better. For our DPS at least. Yeah, I think that's fine for now. We're not losing that much anyway. But I don't want to have many jewels that I have to settle. So many of them are, which are just like, if it was just a little bit better though, but it isn't. Okay. Again, we are at 56.88. And we had 85k attack rating, I think. Okay, that's like 20, and we barely gained any attack rating, so that's a no. That's a no. Okay, we can't even settle for 1% vitality, we need 2, absolutely. And we need percent attack rating, not the flat one, because it doesn't get scaled very well. Apparently. I thought it does, but... Sorry about that, holy shit. And we just keep on rolling. so many strengths per samples. That has nothing, like that has no attack rating. Okay. There it is. Life, vitality, 5 attributes. That should be an upgrade. That should be an easy upgrade. Let me just buy a bunch more just in case. So again, 5688 with 8k, 85k attack rating. It's 2k more attack rating, with pretty much keeping the same vitality. Okay. Yeah, but it needs to be like as perfect as it can on the stats for me to like pretty much break even with like losing 3 vitality. And I think we have, yeah, that's all we have pretty much. We have 7 more attempts, so it's not super likely that I will get another good one. Could happen though. Nah, that's not it. See, in 40 attempts we made 2 jewels, and I think I still got somewhat lucky with those. But we have gained like 7k more attack rating, which is pretty good. It's pretty good. If I could just level up one more time, that would be, I think that would be 100%. Yeah, 100% bonus attack rating if I could just level up one more time. Yeah, let's do that. Let's just go for it. And we can also see how good of an XP 139 down Craig is. We're starting from like 6%. Let me just put it here. That's what I wanted. Did I have to stop doing that? I already wasted one today. Fuck, dude. Okay, I guess we're not doing that, we're just attempting. At least the timer doesn't start until we enter the actual main arena. Holy shit. I think I've said that a couple more times, but do as I say, not as I do. Like, just make sure that you do everything else but what the thing I'm doing. And it's, of course, as far away as it can be. Also no easy refills if I die, but a good way to circumvent that is to just not die. That could be a good strategy. I haven't tried that before. Maybe it could work. But fuck it. Also, if you would take mana potions off of your filter, you can make sure you're only getting potions. Are regular healing potions actually bad? I mean, it doesn't matter, does it? Like up to 15k, it pretty much shouldn't matter how much, like what tier it is, because I'm above that. Like I'm already at the cap, so it doesn't really matter which potions I'm getting, if I'm understanding this correctly. Oh boy. I think that should be alright. It's usually not dependent on how many potions I have. If I don't die. If I die, it really comes down to the amount of potions I have, because I don't really have that good of a recovery without it. Like it's decent with the ape set proc and whatnot, but potions are really carrying my recovery a lot. Okay, so what we do now is I put on the monkey set, and once you have the full the full set equipped, you see that we have a 10% chance to cast level 18 Tainted Blood when we get struck by a missile. So that's where you go from place, which has a lot of them. Usually just anywhere in Act 1, like either we wait for these guys. See, there it is. And since we have continuity, it's gonna last for a really long time. Like I think it's more than 10 minutes. And now we can re-equip our old gear. And the buff is gonna stay there. Like you see, it's still there. Although I kind of wanna get it going because I just wanna be over with this. Put up all of these potions into my cube, so once we enter the fight, I can just drop the cube on the ground and we can pretty much pick them up and it will immediately go into the belt for the open slots instead of having to open up my inventory and just fill it up from here, which is much more annoying. So make sure I have the good setup on. Could I look for an attack rating shrine actually? If I can find one that is. I haven't actually thought about it ever, although it's mostly just gonna be there for the first few minutes of the fight. But I mean, might as well. For the first kill, I don't even really need to, you know, stretch it out for the 11 minutes without dying part. I just in general don't want to die, but if we could kill him as fast as possible and just guarantee myself the charm, that would be amazing. Why am I not getting a single attack rating shrine? XP shrine, huge. I'm just wasting my time. So, refill. Fire, that's absolutely not what I want right now. Resist fire. Okay, don't think that's gonna happen. I don't wanna mess around anymore, just do it. Okay. Okay, so the way we do it is we use backstab with this weapon set, weapon swap, use broadside, weapon swap back, and then try to crucify him as much as we can. Oh, I'm sorry. Let's go. Immediately starting out with a TP. Okay. Yep, pretty okay damage actually, but you know. But we also have to never die with this setup pretty much. Like, I don't really care if I like use the entire time available to me to kill him. I just want to be done with this, honestly. Oh, that was bad. Oh. Fuck this, dude. See, that was an off-screen thing, and all of the spears hit me pretty much immediately. It's still relatively early at the fight, so I want to give it another shot, but if I was like multiple minutes into it already, I probably would have just quit because I don't... Like, I hate redoing the pre-buffing part. What the fuck? Huh? I also died with weapon swap, awesome. And it doesn't really matter how much recovery I had there, like I would just murder pretty much. happy. I'm not really hurting that much for time, because, you know, if we can actually get it, then that's good. But I mean, if I die, I might as well just abandon this attempt, because I'm really frustrated the way this whole thing has to be done. Make sure you pop an apple for more damage. I don't know why it removes broadside from here. Like, what? Like, I legit don't understand why it keeps doing that. There is of course a lot of skill that is involved with this fight, which I clearly don't have. Like, it's like, there are way better players for this fight who, you know, have done it many times on hardcore without a problem, with the upgrade as well, which is even crazier to me. Like, it's insane. But so many times I feel like I just you gotta randomly fuck the aura. See, like this. Okay, this is not that bad. This is kind of okay. But when he spams those ball spears on top of the pentagram that you should be standing on, it's like, why can that even happen? See, like this, it's kind of bad. Okay, I think that, like, that 10k attack rating that we got, it helps a lot. Because I usually don't get his HP this quickly down. Let me see attack. What is this dude? Also, you kind of want to wait with getting into the pentagram a little bit. Like, you don't want to be there immediately, because then you can kind of bait away the like frost projectiles, like this. Okay. See, like, spawning the pentagram inside the fires when it's barely visible and you have to be inside of damage areas. If you're standing still, it's not bad, but for the most part, it is bad. Like, what the fuck? I think we're dead, right? Nope. Almost. I think I even got lucky that I was alive after that. Jesus Christ. This is so bad. Still took damage from that. I don't know, was that just the chaos orbs that spawn? Like, I took way too much damage there. I don't even know. Like, I don't even want to go back after that. Like, it's just, what's the point, dude? Okay, maybe if not on this character. Amazing, Megalovania mix. Let's go. Okay, if not with this build, I can try it on my Necro, since the only reason I wasn't doing it with my Necro is that I didn't have the monkey set, the ape set. Give it a shot with this build as well. If I don't get it with this either, I don't know what I'm gonna do after that. Like, I'm just a bit out of ideas. Okay, so I need to give away the Aegis. Very good vitality wormhole actually. Although I don't need vitality on that build. I can use that. What else? Get this too. But I think for the most part I have the other things. And I honestly think that's pretty much all the things I needed. Okay, let's get that. And I mean, we'll check it. Oh, I also have a Necro large cycle, so we can also give that away. Oh, I need this is pretty good. And I can give this one attempt, I think. If I have a large oil of luck. Yep, I have 2. So if I could get that, that would be pretty big. I think that was all the things that I needed. Let's see if I can even land the Greater Luck. Yikes! that would have been so nice. Which one do I need? Oh, I don't have my Paragon Hammer as well. Did I give him a good one? No, okay, I have it. And I need to make some space because I need to put it back here somewhere. We have the full set. I have enough gold to buy potions, because I'm not gonna go out of my way to. Never mind. I need the crystal because I also made one only. Like, why would I make multiple if I can just swap it between my characters? a scuffed cycle, but hey, it's something. Am I gonna need anything else? I need to change the stats on it. Ruby, Emerald, Sapphire, and yeah, I think that's it. Emerald, Sapphire, and yeah, that's it. Do I need attack speed or was it hit recovery? Actually, I don't think I need to change it. Nice, poison. Just to find out if I need anything else or not. And make sure I have my max pen as well. That's not what I wanted. So let's see, we have 160 pen. How much is this? Okay, that's 190. Okay, let's set up like that. I think it's pretty much as good as it gets, I would say. We already have some slow target here, plus here. We get the we get the big pen from this. It's gonna be 192. These two already. Not already, but only. I think this is as much as I'm gonna get out of this setup. Probably. Should put this on. I'm not sure if I'm gonna use it. And with this build I don't really have the luxury of having the extra duration, so you actually need to be kind of quick. Once I have my buff. Okay, there it is. I also take this, that's just, you know, for the fancy of it. everything is on. Potions in the cube and here as well. Oops. I don't think I'm gonna need mana potions. Let's get that one as well. As well. Oh boy. It's gonna be exciting. With half as much HP. Okay. To die instantly. Yeah, this is a good boss fight. Have I told you guys that? That was awesome. So glad that I didn't spend a ton of time with the pre-buffing. So stupid, dude. Oh, whoops, that was a mistake. That's a... Oh my god. Such a well-designed fight, I love it. That I have to do all this shit before I can even attempt it. Just to get a one-shot. Don't overlap your stupid attacks now. The problem with this build is that even though I have much better damage already, like as you can see, I have way less room for error. Like what's really good about the assassin build is that there could be multiple overlapping things, and I have like much more room for error. With this build, not so much. This is somewhat tanky still compared to like most builds, but like as you can see, I can just lose like 70% of my HP with one thing. Like the damage is not bad, it's just the least of my issues right now. I have so much downtime on my damage, it's crazy. Look, I don't think I had this much pan before, because the damage is actually crazy cracked. No voice line, no whatsoever, no nothing. Just kill me, no? Again, fuck me. Forward. So fucking stressful. The muscle memory, dude. Just instantly using that the moment I load in. Should be 10%, there it is. Okay. What's this right here? Nothing. With this build I don't mind taking the extra time to do this because the damage is not an issue. It's my sanity that is being taken away with every fucking death that we happen to have. And the buff durations are still kinda has to pay attention to. Dead again because he has to fucking combo his attacks. It cannot just be like he uses one ability at a time. Nah, man. might need to turn up the game volume, so I can barely hear his other voice lines. See? I don't want to deal with this boss anymore, honestly. It's just pure pain. Let me not even get the bow this time. I don't care. I'm dead without even doing anything else. Why do I have? Okay. God, I didn't put the full set on back correctly. I don't wanna do this. It's fucking dumb. Even though that was a mistake from my part. See, this placement was so much better because it was actually relatively close to me. Like, you could see that if I'm just actually focusing on damaging, like, I don't have to deal with his bullshit overlapping skill patterns, the fight could be over in just, you know, a couple minutes. Of course, when I don't pre-buff, he's not doing his bullshit. Like, it's actually manageable right now. Of course, those chaos orbs are kind of destroying me, regardless. Like, only one of them hit me there, and it took me 4k damage. Like, what the fuck? Like, I could use some magic res, I guess. Don't know where though. Oh. My fucking mouse button that I'm pressing to teleport didn't work. Okay. Like, my character just stood completely still. Okay, you know what? Let me do this once again. We're going insane. Even though it's just 2 attempts that that I'm fluking right now. This boss fight is depressing as hell. Make sure I have my good gear pieces on. Yep. Okay. What? I mean, it's even on magic shards. Like, I couldn't. There is nothing I could do differently based on gear. Come on, man. When I actually spend the time to pre-buff, it pulls that shit. Actually, there were some green ones here. I think. Wasn't there? Yeah, there it is. Okay. Can't need to hurry though because it's like 2 minutes left or something. 3.5. And I kind of need to pick my cube back up because I don't really want to just make a new character just so I can get my cube back. Still doing so much fucking damage, it's crazy. Okay, I have to be full HP when he does that shit. I'm not teleporting out. I might say. Yeah, that wasn't my bad, I guess. Probably. I shouldn't have name locked him. Yeah, anyway, this is... Why can I not... What? Yeah. Yeah, this is just fucked up. I'm not gonna be able to do anything else here. Like, this is just so over. We might even say it's Jover. Again, this... Standing while being completely inside of the pentagram. As long as he's actually on the ball itself, it's pretty good, but you know, it's not really doing that often. Also, it has to be actually on top of the ball. Oh my god. Dude, fuck this shit. We're currently pause playing MedianXL, start playing PD2, still offline, it's good, made some change to balls on. I've heard that PD2 is doing really good, like there's some pretty large player numbers on it. As you can see, I'm kind of suffering right now, but that's through my own means, because I tried this bullshit boss and it's re-unlocked. Yeah, I don't know, this is just pretty bad. But it's good to know that PD2 is doing good. I'm not really sure if I wanna give that a shot or not. I think I tried PD2 once. It was okay. It's some pretty good quality of life stuff, but for the most part, it just, you know, I kind of want MedianXL. That's like my liking. I don't know, man. I don't think it's a gear issue, I think it's just a skill issue on my end. Like, it's just... This boss fight is just ass, and so am I. Kinda. Like, I have really good gear when it comes to, you know, being prepared for this shit. I mean, just in general, for this build progression, but that HP is very low. Not sure if I should max out my HP, because that could be like a couple more thousand life, but then I would have like 0 grit, which is kind of bad. So if I have like half of this damage reduction, we could actually try to get some extra HP. Problem is I don't have, okay, I have one singular belt on the left, so we'll see. Yes. Oh no, that's not what I wanted. Yeah, we fucked it up. God damn it, dude. Remember when you could craft battlements? That would be nice here. Shit, I didn't want to do that. Oh. Was it always there? Did it just materialize because the game saw that, you know what, you're firing up so many things that just give you this extra, but for fuck's sake, do just watch a tiny bit of attention, please. Just okay. Actually, I don't think we need this at all. Like a defense is not really gonna change things in here. So we max out this, we max out this. So we are currently pretty much at the amount of HP we had, and we have 11% damage reduction right now from grit. I can also max this out. So we already have more HP than we had before. Do I max this out or do I max the other one out? I don't think we need slow that much. Actually, just having it like this is the best. Also, we don't need this since we are not really gonna do much with life on each kill. Let's just get potion, healing from potions. Why not? And now we see how much I can pump towards energy. It's 174, and I think the rest can go to vitality. So we gain 3000 more HP. We'll see. I'm gonna take a very quick bathroom break and then we're gonna get some more sickness so I can give this another try. Be right back. Okay, we should be back. So we kinda need some signets. Kinda, maybe. Probably. Anything else I could be doing differently on the gear front? I don't think so, dude. I don't know. Honestly. That's vitality, trigger rate. Do I have... Yeah, I have the rate, I have the breakpoint as well. I can try to get my assassins corrupted rumble, just, you know, to maximize my HP. I don't have enough strength for these items now. That's not good. I need 550. No, I need way more. That's not good. That's kind of bad. I can put some strength on this, maybe, but I don't think that would change that much. Oh, I have to respec again. Oh, dude. This whole thing is a bit too chaotic, I don't like it. Because for this, I just do this and... Oh yeah, I don't have the charms, okay. Okay, so this... Okay, so we have an attempt, we have an apple, we can use the wormhole as well. And I think that's mostly it. Yeah, that is mostly it. Maybe some extra tiny amounts of vitality. That one skill could have helped me out a bit more. Okay, so we respec. That's all the strength we need, I guess. One here, max up this. 1 point into those. And I think that's gonna be... Yeah, that's the good setup, okay. How do I have less damage reduction now than I had before? How does that happen? Or maybe it's because... Maybe it's because I had some extra from last time when I... Okay, now it's even more. I don't know what's happening. I'm clueless, dude. Okay, 160, 65. I think we're not really gonna get that. That's 8% more damage increase total. So I could just get all of this to vitality. And we're gonna have 15.6 HP. 15.6k. That should be enough, right? It's that. Maybe. I don't know, man. That apple is really gonna save my ass, probably. Hopefully. It's not gonna save me from one shot, but yeah. Anyway, I can get magic resist. Maybe through some socketable, probably. Stuff like A runes. Arcane runes give 1% magic resist per socket in the shields. So I could get another 4% total magic res. I don't think that's worth it, dude. I think that's an I don't care angle. Quite frankly. This is just make it, put it in a way that I'm not gonna accidentally right click it, but I don't want to. Just for now. Okay. I don't think I'm gonna need any more potions than that. Like, it's just this whole thing isn't really around whether I have enough potions or not. It's just whether I fuck up enough or not, you know. Okay, also I'm gonna increase the game volume a little bit. So sorry if that's gonna be annoying, but I kinda need it. And I'm gonna get the game even lower. And the extra audio. Okay. It's still in there, but it's just barely audible. I think that should be enough. Amazing, randomly jumping around cursor once again. How loud is this?
I can't use this yet.
Should be enough. Any useful shrines? Okay, we have a skill shrine here. Sorry, the game is gonna be a bit loud, but we kinda this. Okay, I can take it a bit lower. These random fucking oils. Okay, we are set. Potions ready.
Not in town.
Nothing to what the fuck you mean? And this is as much pre-setup I could do. Now the rest is actually depending on me, if I can play correctly or not. Two at the same time on the same spot. Just a tiny bit annoying. more than enough time, so no need to rush anything. There was no voice line for this, by the way. There was no voice line for any of that. This isn't the fuck off. Okay, at least that was for that. Okay, that was gonna give credit to that. There was a voice line for them. That's what the next 10 minutes is gonna be. There was a voice line, no voice line. There was. Too much damage. I'm spamming. Okay. It's a really bad spot. We're gonna die randomly. Look at it. Oh my. Kinda walked in. Okay, the fact that I didn't die there is absolutely not on me. That was just pure luck. Also, I didn't have one of my regen buffs up, which is kinda not how it should be. That's amazing if he stays there, actually. A little bit of regen. Okay. Oh my god, that was perfect placement. Literally under my feet, dude. That was the worst teleport, literally into the, to the spear, okay? Just leave him be. Good, you're doing fine. No voice line, that's a pedal in. Okay, where it's gonna be? Again, wasn't a really good placement. See, this is where it's actually good. And even though he's off screen, it still spawns them close to me. And not like close to him, which, you know, I don't know what's that based off of. Another one. Okay, we need to be ready to TP. Did we just kill him? I don't know what I need for the upgrade, so I guess we're just gonna try to go for the kill if possible. That's what I would say that I would do. Okay, don't fuck it up at the last minute. Recover. Focus on recovery now. Focus on not fucking it up. Oh my fucking god, and we got an amulet too. Holy shit. Wow. What the fuck? Under 6 minutes without dying once. Okay, I guess we just needed the respec. He's still using voice lines when he's not alive, dude. He is incredibly powerful. Holy shit, dude. We got the amulet, which is kinda trash. At least I don't remember this being good. So where is the main attraction? Did I pick it up? Dude, am I blind? Did I not pick that up? There it is, okay. 2 greater signets of learning and any great rune. Dude. That was actually surprisingly good. I didn't get a single bad layout of, you know. Holy shit, I'm like a little bit shaking. Not that much actually. It's probably just from the coffee that I had. For some reason I had a coffee this late. Don't ask me, I'm stupid. I can give back the volume into the music. If YouTube, okay. For some reason I'm having a lot of FPS lag. I don't know why. Like a lot of lag when I'm inside the browser. And I just completely stopped the music. What the fuck is going on, dude? So I hate having to deal with technical difficulties, but what is going on? Okay, it's putting it on the highest quality for some reason. So it of course doesn't have that much if the the browser is going on 1080p 60 fps when it's just supposed to be music. Okay, we can get the volume back a little bit. Holy shit, dude, that was incredibly intense. But also it was way more chill than I was expecting it to be. Like it was. But having the HP is like way better than having the grid actually. Like that amount of damage reduction that we gain, it can give you so much more HP actually. That was crazy. I would have liked if I gotten you know. Do we need a loop rune for all of them? Yeah, we're probably gonna need this. And it's a Lux rune. Oh, which one is the one that I need to unlock items? 22, do I have that? Give me a sec, I'm just checking. No, I don't have any of them. Life, I have 2 fat runes, I only have 1. No, okay. Yeah, just giving myself these just in case. And some more, since for bossing I'm gonna use a completely different setup than for farming. It's kind of a crazy ring that you're not gonna see. Yeah, that's about it, probably. The stuff that I wanted to give away for myself. Yep, okay. It's just a bunch of great runes and that's... long enough for the horror to keep 2 cards by nothing less. Okay, so we just need to cube it, literally. Like, that's the only thing we need, is to just cube it. To get the bonus. Okay. That was incredible. Let me see, I might have a couple signals saved up. Yeah. 21, okay. I still need to farm a couple, but at least it's gonna be a bit more chill like this. Oh, I also have one of these, so let's... Full arcane crystal, +3 amulets. Okay, we're getting some good stuff. Although that amulet might not be very useful. Since if you're using a poison build, any poison build, you're pretty much never gonna go for something it's not either this or a very good crafted one. Oh, I didn't swap for extra poison duration. Oops. Yeah, but that's at least I have a kill, which is huge. Not sure if I'll try the upgrade today. Technically, I wouldn't really need it. Like, I have way more than enough pen for most of the content in the game, and that extra pen would only help me with that fight pretty much, and maybe with Deimos, I should probably also try that as well. Could be fun, right? I think Zero Pillar is pretty easy. Like, I don't think that has any extra difficulty to it. So you just DPS her down while she's standing in the middle and not really doing anything else. Right, that is some very, very easily telegraphed abilities that you need to avoid. And like a soft enrage with the cold damage areas. Which again, if you don't have to deal with the extra bullshit she does, that's just, you just have to out DPS her and that's it. Okay, my voice, the throat hurts so much. And it's not the usual one, which it just gets like sore or something from not speaking all day. But it's really bad. And maybe have like an hour else, like an hour more, an hour else. Sorry for being a dumbass. Maybe like an extra hour in me, and that's gonna have to be it. Oh shit, we're getting so many of these. Can't be correct. Oh. Okay, how many is it together? 40? Yeah, that's 6. 40, 45. Yeah, I think we got the thing we needed. Just whatever. 5, that's 1. That's 2. Let's see how we get it. 25. 24. Wow, dude. That's insane. That's really fucking good. Dang. That is incredible. What the fuck? Dude, 24% more XP, that's gigantic. I'm really thinking whether I should upgrade this or not. Because I kind of want to save this for my other characters. That's just like really good XP from 135. Plus 50 life on HQ is pretty good actually for those characters which don't have a lot of survivability on their own. For example, this character. I don't think we even need this at all. Like, this is kind of pointless. Does that scale up? Because I'm not sure if it actually does. So I think that's something that I can just freely respec away from. That's oh yeah, make sure I have some extra armor for that stuff, and just endurance the rest. Yes. Okay. So then I don't have to respec for farming and whatnot. Like, I just keep it this way. Equip to make sure I have enough attributes. That should be enough. Yep. And then I get around think HP is good. It's still an extra 1000 HP I'm missing right now compared to the last one, which might have saved my life actually. But it's okay. So what now? I guess I'm missing. Yeah, Essence of Time. Yeah, good one. I could get the Glorious Book at some point. Right now, I don't really want to deal with that. Like, I don't have that much energy in me today. It's 100% not happening. Maybe in the weekend we can get that done. Because I kinda wanna do that too. Might as well try to push lab as well. Just a little bit. Oh my god, I didn't swap. I didn't put the stupid poison duration gems back in. That doesn't mean we're not gonna be able to kill these mobs, it's just gonna be annoying. Because I could technically just let them get hit by the pestilence once, and then they would die from that. I just have to go back for some stragglers. Oh, we're getting the Malthael after that. Yeah, no fragment of course. Dude, just fuck. Okay, it kind of feels nice that I can just play like this. By running into the biggest packs of enemies and I'm killing everything around me. And I didn't even have my regen on. Dude, this build is crazy still. If the leveling of this build wasn't as ass as it is right now, this could be an ultra giga S tier build, honestly. Oh. Maybe for some like tier 7 plus labs, I could even try to pre-buff again. Since I don't, you aren't really dying a lot in labs. Like if you die once, you can't enter. So I think pre-buffing kind of makes sense. Maybe. Didn't I get a die here? Ah, there it is. I should show those on the map as well. It's like they're kind of big for me. I didn't even use Shower of Rocks once. Okay, I'm standing up close and personal to him like you're supposed to, and I'm still taking a big chunk of damage. This already feels so much nicer to play than the than the assassin, even though that has almost 10k more HP. I don't have to piano. Like I don't have to stress about keeping my DPS buffs up that much. Like I'm just cruising. I'm just holding right click and that's. Even though it's an interesting build. Just like HP and avoid, and then you're also dealing kind of good damage. Probably is absolutely acceptable damage. Maybe, you know, playing these big meta builds kind of shifts my mindset around what is acceptable damage and what is just okay. Because, you know, that build still does like 30-second Riftwalker 3 and stuff like that. But that just needs like so much more investment, at least from my end it needed. Maybe if I was more smart about it, maybe it could have been cheaper. I think I spent like a decent amount of TG on that build. Not crazy amounts, because I think I was more conservative about my spending. Okay, I'm also not getting a single stone once again. Labbing is awesome. Here, right? Nope. Tier 4 Great Helm in my inventory. Trash, dude. And that was it. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Oh, maybe here. Oh. Nope. It's just nothing. Okay, that was whatever. Celestial Sigil, what does that do? Because I like completely don't remember what that does. Okay, so Celestial's Sigil has nearby enemies have minus attack rating and weapon damage. 2 to 4 all skills, all 50 Bloodlust proc with 1% chance, 20% spell damage, 5 crushing blow, 5 deadly strike, and minus 100 lightning res. I kinda wanted the staff though, that would have been nice. If we were to do Deimos 0, we could gain 5% spell focus. Right now that would be... I don't think this entire one gets... Well, I mean, it could be. So that's like 30, 35. 35 spell focus, which is not bad. But I think that needs some more prep. Like I have way too low resistances for that. 199 fire res only. I need to have 260 of all if I wanna be properly prepared for that, which we are kind of not. Yeah, I mean, if I were to level up, let's say 4 more times, right? I can get 2 more level ups without going into tier 9. So that's 6 more res. Nope, that's just not gonna happen. Okay. I can craft 12% more auras on here as well. We'll see, but I think that's all I had in me for today. I don't know. I feel really low energy, and my throat is gonna kill me if I go any further. So I think that was something. So thanks for checking in with me today, guys. Maybe I'll do some more in the weekends, probably, if I have a bit more energy. Anyway, thanks for being here. Bye.